97.5 Vegas, iGlobal Media, iHeartRadio. You know, it's interesting how these conversations always create spaces for us to have communication. And I said something on my social media platform the other day of kind of thanking everyone for community. And if anybody knows anything about community, I love saying his name. Etienne Maurice is in the building.
I love how you say it. 'Cause you put a little.
I'll put a little
zhuzh on
you
it.
gotta put a little swag on that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I
Appreciate
remember when I first talked to him and I said where I first heard his name is when I was in Paris. And I had the opportunity. I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that name before. It's somewhere. But we are also here, and I like to say in his home, in our home, in Los Angeles home. Film is often the mirror of our collective healing. And for the past 3 years, FilmGood, as you see behind us, has proven that storytelling can also be medicine. Founded by actor, activist, and community builder, and just family-owned heartbeat of Los Angeles. I'm going to put that title on him as well. Etienne Maurice, WalkGood LA continues to create spaces where art and culture and wellness really unites. This weekend, yesterday it started, but this weekend, the 2025 FilmGood Film Wellness Festival returns to the WalkGood Yard here in LA. I wanted to title this a sanctuary of light, love, and legacy for storytellers of color. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you for that beautiful intro.
Absolutely.
And welcome to the yard. It's your first time in the space.
Second time in the
Okay,
space.
okay.
I came. One of my good friends and healers, Aja Monet, was
yes,
here.
That's
And
right.
Yeah, she had her event. It was a beautiful meditation event, but also she premiered her poetry and poems. I want to start with, how does it feel seeing this vision continue to evolve and grow?
It's beautiful. I think I'm encouraged. I'm really inspired. I can't believe. No, I can believe. I can believe. I can believe that people are still coming to all the programs that we offer.
Yeah.
I think when we started this movement, it was literally to fight for Black lives.
Yep.
Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. And I felt like in the midst of me embarking on my own healing journey through movement, through meditation, I felt like there were parts of me that I was abandoning as a creative, as an actor, as a filmmaker. Because at the time during COVID, there wasn't really, nobody was really doing anything.
Nothing.
But sitting in their homes.
Yep.
But I had the space to create and build and grow a community with WalkGood. And after about 2-3 years into building the community, I was like, you know what? Now's the time to not just show my work.
Yep.
I wanted to showcase others who I believed in.
Yeah.
I think right now, and if there are any filmmakers, storytellers that are listening, that are watching, it might feel like the road in entertainment is looking very bleak.
Right.
But I wholeheartedly believe that we are going to see it through by community.
Exactly.
I think, I know that we're going to make it through, because if we're able to help develop that next generation of filmmakers, the ones who aren't being seen, where the studios aren't paying attention to them, I feel like the community that we're building here can shepherd that next wave of filmmakers into success.
I think even with the conversations that I've heard on social and the people that I know that have attended screenings, yoga events, even, you had your walk run. I was picking on him because I was like, listen, I'm not running, I can walk.
Look at this man.
You
see how he's dressed right now? If you're listening right now, you should see this brother. He's wearing his Gucci loafers. He's wearing his
low-key day today.
Very low-key with shirt all open, button down.
But wait, no, with you though, listen, I think that, to your point, it's been a very colorful time and colorful to say the least For you, what was your energy waking up yesterday, knowing that this celebration of art uh, and wellness was really kind of just officially kicking off?
Any program that we put together at WalkGood, I'm always excited the day of. Yesterday, I had a little bit more excitement because I was trying to figure out how we were going to connect with Gina Prince Bythewood
Shout
because
out
we
to
were
Gina. Yeah.
we were screening, excuse me, the 25th anniversary of Love and Basketball
Mhm.
in collaboration with AFCA, the African American Film Critics Association. And I was like driving all around Los Angeles, knocking out errands, and then like what 3 hours before we were about to
Yeah.
start FilmGood, I get an email from her PR agent. Was like, hey, you can meet her at Paramount Studios. She's gonna give you something very special.
You're like,
Upon arriving
I'm
to
making a move.
Paramount Studios, I got a video of Gina Prince Bythewood,
Wow.
basically sharing her excitement and her gratitude for FilmGood and
Yeah.
wishing that
Yeah.
she had a FilmGood when she was coming
Yeah.
up in the
Yeah.
industry, and how appreciative she was that there was a community of people that love and adore her film, and 25
Mhm.
years later still
Mhm.
want to watch it. And then she gave us the last two shooting scripts of Love and
What?
Basketball. Like these are like the last two
Unreleased.
that like exist in the world. Like she didn't like reprint the
Oh
script either.
wow.
These are the scripts that she used in the very beginning of the first
This
draft.
is what exclusive looks like.
Yeah.
This is what exclusive looks
And so
like.
she signed it and gave it to my sister. I gave it to my sister.
Shout out to her.
And she gave her
Yeah.
her own personalized message that really encouraged her to continue to ball out.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful. My sister cried. We gave it to her before we screened it. Really,
Listen,
really nice
if you know his sister, literally she's a crier, but she literally is a crier, but she's such a big creative, and we've had her on our show too, so we got some things. It's a surprise. We're gonna tell you about that. But for listeners though who have never experienced FilmGood, how would you describe the spirit of this festival in your own words?
Joy. This festival is filled with joy. I think a lot of times you might show up to festivals and it feels too exclusive.
Yeah.
Where it feels like you aren't really welcomed into a space, or it feels like a space in which you don't belong.
Yep.
And there's a lot of ego, a lot of people dressed up, they want to get on the red carpet and take a photo, but as you can see, we're on our own red carpet.
Listen,
We're in a fairly small building, or it houses at least 150 to 200. So while it is a little bit exclusive, it's very inclusive, where if you know about WalkGood, you know about this community, you know the programs that we offer, and if you're serious about honing your craft and learning from individuals who are on TV right now, people who got shows on streaming platforms, on broadcasted networks, you would find your way to WalkGood. And I think there's a divine spirit, there's a divine energy that exists in all of our programs, and the through line of that is healing.
WalkGood, for the people that don't know, and it's interesting, earlier, and I love the things and conversations we have that are not recorded. Wagwan was a conversation or something that was said earlier, but WalkGood is a phrase rooted in Jamaican tradition, right?
Yes.
Which means walk in peace and live well. Why was it important for you to build an entire movement around those words?
I just talked about the divine energy that I feel all the time. I just feel like sometimes God just be giving me messages.
I mean, really,
I just take
you got
it.
the nuggets.
And I remember I was on a plane coming from Prague, going back to school in Philadelphia, and I was just thinking a lot about my grandmother. She was still alive at the time, and I kept repeating in my head, "WalkGood, WalkGood, WalkGood, WalkGood," and eventually became the name of my production company. I went back. As soon as I landed, I looked up. I saw, is this name trademarked? Trademarked it, and then WalkGood Productions began. But WalkGood has always been a saying. It's always been something that stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I was always I was always Googling. I was like, all right, did anybody take the name?
Right.
But I think while I had WalkGood, and while my passion for storytelling was always rooted in my Jamaican heritage, I wanted it to be WalkGood LA
Mhm.
blossomed and grew to this community. And now we have all things that are good,
You do.
from
You
Walk
do.
Good,
You
Film
do.
Good, Breathe Good,
Yep.
Laugh Good,
Mhm.
a comedy show. So the branding is there.
The branding is all over. To be clear, I don't want you to
Everything's good
think
at
it's
Walk
not.
Good.
Well, and I mean, you work closely with your sister Ivy, Coco,
And my cousin Marley.
And listen, I got to
Yeah.
meet your cousin as well, and your mother Shirley Ralph, kind of creating this intergenerational impact. How does that family dynamic? Because all of you say the same thing. I was able to interview your mom during shout out to the 35th anniversary of Divas.
Yes, Divas Simply
Um,
Singing.
I was able to interview your sister. Now I get to interview you again. How does it feel with this intergenerational impact, right? How does the family dynamic influence the heart in everything you do?
We're all very close. We all grew up literally with each other. Like Marley is literally Ivy's little sister. She's my little sister.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there are I know a lot of friends of mine who say, man, I'm not as close with my cousin or with my sister. Like, how?
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like as we grew up, our parents always remind us, when we're gone, all you guys will have is each
That's it.
other. And I'm proud to know that I can trust my family.
Yeah.
But more so, they could trust me.
I was about to say, yeah.
Because I'm the one that's always like bringing pieces to the
Yeah.
puzzle and positioning everybody
Right.
for their marching orders. But I think the best leaders are the ones who allow their coworkers, their employees, their family members be their own leaders.
Correct.
And I've recognized that my sister has a certain set of skills that I don't have.
Yeah.
I know that my cousin Marley has a certain set of skills that I don't have.
Yep.
But I can identify where they can best show up as their best selves so that we can fulfill our mission in providing equitable, accessible healing spaces in and throughout Los Angeles.
I always talk about alignment a lot and making sure, to your point, that the pieces of the puzzle fit, right? If you had to describe WalkGood LA as an energy, and I love this question, as an energy, not just an organization, what would that feel like?
I keep saying it, but it's divine.
Yeah.
It's divine. I really do believe God is putting me in rooms and connecting me with people, and it's by no mistake.
Yep.
I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart. I think so many of us ignore the signs.
Mm-hmm.
We're so quick to say, "Oh man, that's crazy." It's not crazy.
When it's right in front of your face.
It's supposed to happen. Yeah. I'm looking at all the people that we have on our wall right now, on our wall of greatness. All that wouldn't have happened if I didn't build the community with my family.
Yep.
But it also wouldn't have happened if I wasn't kind to the people along my journey. It wouldn't have happened if I wasn't able to gain the trust of individuals who I crossed paths with, who believed in my mission and watched it grow. And I think of Alina Waith, right?
Yeah,
one of my good friends, who really saw something in me while I was in college, and just had a coffee meeting with me before she got the Emmy, before Queen and Slim, and so she thought so much enough of me and the community and the space that we're building to shoot Legacy Talks, her podcast. And so we've had some amazing legendary people
that have come into
that
these doors.
Foot into this space. And so I think that energy is nothing but God.
Let's talk FilmGood, the festival, the vision, all of the things. Day one is down. Let's talk about how did the idea of merging film and wellness come together?
I am a huge believer in the notion that healing comes in all forms.
Yeah.
I think when they think of healing, they might initially go to meditation or yoga. But I think a huge component is also creativity.
Yeah.
And through creativity, you can build community. And so really using the foundation of how we built WalkGood and putting that into the filmmaking world. Like I said before, you know, I am a filmmaker and an actor, and I've had maintained and built so many connections within the film and TV space, where the consistent conversation that I have amongst my peers is, man, there's no real space for us where we can connect and exchange ideas, but also deal with the traumas that we've been experiencing in a real healthy way. And I feel like FilmGood is just that.
I'm gonna go off script really quick. Before you finish that, I thought about something that you just said, and I've been having conversations about the trauma. Right? Are people getting the help that's needed to help with the trauma?
So I keep saying I think, but because I think about these things often, right? And I'm so glad that you asked that question, because I always preface to people when I tell them the vision of WalkGood and what we've been doing in the last 5 years. I remind folks that we are cultural, not clinical. I'm not a licensed therapist. But we are connected to organizations that deal with the clinical side of things. Before we can even before we can even seek help, we have to be open and willing to get that help and be in a space to receive that help. And really, WalkGood is that bridge.
Absolutely.
Where you can be introduced to healing practices and actually be set in vulnerable spaces where you can start to contextualize and have the vocabulary to work through those emotions, to see yourself in other individuals through our healing circles, by shaking somebody's hand, by asking somebody that you don't know how they're doing.
Listen, I got a hug when I walked in here, and I was just like about to lose myself in that moment. Those are the things that sometimes we forget. Even as strong people, we need those things. So
in this day and age of social media and technology, you kind of forget those values and how they make us whole.
Yeah, absolutely. This year's theme centers around storytelling, healing, as we said, and culture. How do you curate this year's programming to embody those pillars?
So it was interesting talking yesterday with everyone at the 25th anniversary screening of Love and Basketball, and everybody was reflecting on the film, how it played such a significant role in their lives, and the different phases of their lives, from adolescence to teenage to adulthood to motherhood.
All of the things.
It's like the perfect movie.
It really is.
It really is.
No, like from start to finish, it really is.
And it was really beautiful to, first of all, see everybody in a space watching a movie in community.
That part, exactly.
And then
that part.
Be able to reflect.
Correct.
On
we don't get the reflection.
We don't get the reflection.
You see the film, you see the screening, and then it's like,
because you think about it, I'll see you later. The experience is for you. It is. You're really there. You got your 2 hours of joy, and then you out.
That's it.
But in this space, you get to sit.
You do.
Process.
You do.
Kind of talk about it with other individuals who you just had
there's some alignment
with,
and
there's alignment. That is healing.
It is.
Now that's just the screening portion of FilmGood and showcasing independent filmmakers throughout this week. So if you think about, there's 3 pillars.
Okay.
There are the independent filmmakers to showcase their work.
Okay.
There's also the inspiration to be inspired by previous works, because you can't know where you're going unless you know where you come from. So to be inspired, and that's why we kick it off with the anniversary screening.
Okay.
And then the third one is to actually do the work. To initiate action, because a lot of us, we might go to a lot of panels, but all right, we're hearing your story, but now what do I do? What is anything tangible with what I'm learning? So that's why we have the action piece with the four pillars, and I mean
Yeah.
the four subcategory classes, the four workshops, excuse
Okay.
me, that we have, which is Act Good with Miles Bullock B.
Yep.
Rising actor,
Mhm.
you might have seen him on Fight Night.
Yep.
BMF, he's leading an actors workshop with individuals who auditioned, because we got to make sure that people are serious
I
about
was
their
about
craft.
to say exactly.
And then we have individuals who are trying to put
You
their
put their
toe
in a little bit.
They
Is this
can
what I want to
observe.
do?
They can
Maybe,
observe.
I don't know.
They can observe
Yeah.
and see what the craft is.
You have something for someone,
Exactly.
everybody.
And then we have the director's workshop with Morgan Cooper, who's the creator of Bel Air.
Yep.
We have the producer's workship with Denise Davis, who's the producer of Insecure and One of Them Days.
All of the things, y'all.
And then we got the writer's workshop with Ramla Muhammad, who is the creator of Reasonable Doubt. Just got season 4 on Hulu. And so I really wanted to make sure that all the different positions of film and TV are showcased here at FilmGood.
The festival opens with a meditation and sound bath before yesterday's Love and Basketball 25th anniversary screening, and then also I think throughout the entire programming you guys are doing meditation and sound baths, which I think is always needed and necessary, right? Two very different experiences that somehow kind of complement each other.
They do.
What does that contrast represent for you? And I know you touched on it earlier, but
I mean, at the end of the day, wellness, healing. Whether it comes in the form of journaling, meditation, sound bath, mantras, affirmations, it's the one thing that intersects all industries, all avenues. Whether you're an engineer, whether you're a mathematician, whether you're a creative, whether you're a filmmaker. I'll even take it a step further. If you're an executive or a filmmaker or a PA, you need to be able to maintain your mental well-being.
Pause there, because this has to do with something you and I discussed earlier. But if you can add on to that, what does stillness play in your specific creative process?
It increases your ability to focus. I think breath allows stillness. Look, you just took a deep breath just now because you needed it. You needed it. When you're not breathing, you're not living. And I feel we don't take enough initiative. We don't pay attention enough to our breath. It's the one thing that's constant.
It's
the one thing that's constant, and it's the most vulnerable relationship we have to our body. Whether you're about to go into an audition in front of some producers, you got to get into that space. You got to breathe. You got to breathe and reset. But that's in any space you walk into. So we want to make that the norm. We don't want this to be like a woo-woo thing. Whether it's in TV and film or whether it's, when you're at the family function, it should be something that should be accessible to everyone. And I think we are making shifts so that people can be reminded that stillness is accessible. I hate it when I don't say I hate it, but like I find it disappointing or disheartening anytime I hear someone say, "Man, I can't meditate," or "I can't do yoga."
I can't do yoga. I don't know how to be still.
I
don't know how to be quiet. All of the things you can.
You can. You just gotta be. You have to first of all try. And do it with people who make you feel safe.
That part. And I think a lot of us don't. Right?
Exactly.
You invite the wrong people into these spaces, and I've been having this conversation a lot with colleagues about doing inventory. As we get ready to wrap, I was thinking of the intersection of film, healing, and representation. The FilmGood Festival, it champions storytellers of color. How do you define representation with intentions?
I define representation with intentions. Making an impact. I dream of the day of a young filmmaker who comes to FilmGood and they might have sold their first movie to Universal or Disney. And they can reflect and say, hey, FilmGood gave me an opportunity.
Absolutely.
WalkGood was the first yoga class.
Absolutely. Yep.
And now here I am as the best version of myself.
Yep. Absolutely.
My mother, she had a film festival 26, 27 years ago. It was called the Jamaican Film Festival. And she literally highlighted Jamaican and American filmmakers in Jamaica. And she had some amazing people come, and she honored those that came before her. She had Harry Belafonte, Richard Roundtree, Patti LaBelle, and it was a film and music festival. And so
that means we're waiting, because this one is about to make that. Y'all know that, right?
I mean,
wait a couple more years.
FilmGood is the inspiration of that. I think every program that we offer here are things that I saw my mom do, things that I saw my grandparents do, and I feel like this is the legacy work that I'm just trying to take to the next level.
I love how everyone always does this alley-oop to our questions, because no one ever gets them. When you think of leadership, legacy, and kind of community impact, WalkGood LA is really now recognized nationally. Yet it's still deeply local. You and I have had that conversation. We're ready to see it grow to LA and Houston and DC and all of the places. How do you keep your connection to the community while growing globally?
I think it has to start locally first. Like, we're literally in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I grew up in, this is mid-city. I can speak to this neighborhood from when I was a child.
Yeah.
You know, walking up and down Pico, trying to catch a bus. You know, I remember when this complex down the street was being built. My dad used to have the public storage right on the corner, right over here on Crenshaw and Pico. Yeah. So this corner holds a lot of history. We're right across the street from Catch One. Yeah. A lot of my gay and queer aunties, uncles, they anytime when they come into the WalkGood Yard, they always have a memory from Catch One.
I see it. It's down the street. Yeah.
So I think this space holds a lot of weight, and I want to carry that forward, because there's also another big piece to the work that we're doing. There are few and far places and spaces where Black people gather.
Absolutely.
And WalkGood offers that safe space where people can come and just be their true, authentic self. Yep. And I think we embody that through FilmGood and all the programs we offer at WalkGood, where people can just be themselves.
That's it.
And I'm looking forward to how far we take WalkGood to the future.
Quick lightning round. What is
You're always gonna hit you with a lightning round.
I always want to know where the mine is at. So mine is Boomerang.
Okay. I love that movie.
One of my favorite movies on how. Shout out to Reggie.
Eddie Murphy.
Robin, Hallie. And that's probably the only film that.
Grace Jones.
Eartha Kitt. I mean, the list goes on.
That is
Listen.
That is a cast. That is a
Cheryl D. Lee Ralph should have been in that too, by the way. But no, favorite film that changed your life?
That's funny. Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie.
Okay.
That is a movie that.
Because that's on you guys' Instagram.
That's my Instagram.
That's what I'm about to say. Okay, I was like, wait, I've seen that. Instagram. Yeah, okay.
I got Max on my avatar, on my profile. But you know what it is? Because it tells a story of a young man, a boy who's trying to become a man, and is trying to learn manhood through his dad, who he's trying so hard to connect with.
Wow.
And it's those themes of manhood that is so beautifully told through a Disney movie. Yeah. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I think that just speaks to the heart of the people who write it and create these things. But yeah, Goofy movie.
A wellness ritual you can't live without.
We're gonna do it together. You ready? Let's see. I didn't even cue you.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna breathe in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Now you're going to breathe in through your mouth. Exhale out of your nose. And you're going to keep doing that. Exhale out. In through your mouth. Exhale through your nose. So nice circular breaths that just help you calm your mind, your spirit, and just be present in the space.
You're ready to take a nap. Last question is a quote or a mantra that grounds you before events like this.
Quote or a mantra. Do the best you can.
Yeah.
Do the best you can.
Yeah.
It's simple. I think we overthink a lot about being in these spaces. Oh man, what am I gonna say?
Yeah.
Say what's on your heart.
That's it.
And that's what we've been doing.
As we wrap our show, I've always asked this last question to everyone. And I'm very proud of all the things that you have done, your family has done, the community has done, and what you are doing for the community. What do you want your legacy to be?
That I was kind, that I did right by people, that I was honest. I used to beat myself up for all the mistakes that I made in my past, but it's in the past.
It's in the past.
Can't do anything about it. And I hope that people will continue to feel love by everything that we build here at WalkGood.
Want everybody to make sure they follow on Instagram, get your tickets. You guys still have through the 9th.
Yes, that's right. Go to filmgood.org. Follow filmgood.org on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Follow WalkGood LA. If you ever come to Los Angeles and you look for a space to just hang out, come to WalkGood.
That's it. And as we always say, stay positive, stay creative. Until next time, thank you for tuning in to Power 97.5 LA, iHeartRadio, Global Media. Thank you guys.
Walk good.